All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Knights of We or Knights of F. SWE. Not quite sure who the name is, but the game was recommended. And well, so far, the viewers out there who have been forwarding, you know who you are, haven't led me astray yet. I don't really have that much time, or as much time as I would like, to hunt and peck for the best videos out there. And a couple of the viewers, I kind of get weary when people suggest replays to me. I think last time I took some replays that people were suggesting. I got involved in this whole entire cheating scandal in the Reign of Chaos community, and I'm just like, you know what, I need to take a step back. I need to be a little bit weary because, well, I don't know if there is a hidden agenda in terms of the replays that they're trying to push me. But anyways, so far, you've been doing a great job. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you. You know who you are. And, well, that doesn't mean that everyone should start pinging me too much because, well, I really don't have that much time to cast as much replays as I want to. In fact, it took me like 15 minutes to even queue up this particular replay, making it a little bit more difficult to try and get everything underway. Anyways, WFZ has spawned as the blue undead over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map, and he is, well, gonna be opening up with a Death Knight. Meanwhile, over here on the top left, the orc player, Knight KnOfF. KnOfF of when I see KN, I think Knight, so Knight of F. Well, it could be Knights of World Elite WE. Well, random guess right there. We'll see if I am right. As well, there's a quick pause in the game, no effect. And one of the good things about casting from a replay is, well, I don't get affected by silly things like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and open things up. We do see a Voodoo Lounge now being built. Blademaster gonna go ahead, sell that scroll of town portal. He has picked up a circlet of nobility, and now where is he going? Could be going for this forest troll high priest. You do have to be careful though, because that is quite a bit of damage to be had. Forest troll high priest taking a lot of damage right there. We are going to be looking at the Voodoo Lounge now being done, and as soon as that Voodoo Lounge is done, well, that Blademaster will pretty much be able to heal back up all of that damage. Also, he has a Ring of Protection +3. Very, very useful indeed, as it will mitigate much of that early damage, but he might end up selling it as well. Gonna go ahead and Healing Salve, and now where is he gonna try to go off to next? Don't quite know, as the Death Knight, using the Rod of Necromancy, did a great job clearing out this rogue wizard creep camp, and will be getting to level 2. There you have it. There it goes. Gets taken down. Picks up a Cloak of Shadows. Another round of Rod of Necromancy here ready to go, as the Blademaster now going after another Rogue Wizard here. Trying to pick up all of these items and whatnot. Rogue Wizard will get taken down, and that Blademaster already at 10 armor. And that is a very difficult to kill Blademaster, as he has effectively, what is that, 60% more hit points when it comes to physical damage. Blademaster, what is going to be happening here? What's going to happen here? Blademaster goes ahead, tries to go after the unit Death Knight. However, able to get the Death Cloud to finish things off. Blademaster now perhaps trying to get some easy damage onto some of those skeletal minions as well, getting as much experience as possible. And you can take a look at here. Oh, wow, a little bit unfortunate break, as the Apprentice Wizard gets that final killing blow. Meanwhile, Death Knight, very low on hit points. He has to be extremely careful. He does have the Unholy Aura, which will boost his natural regeneration just a little bit. But unbeknownst to him, the Blademaster could be nearby at any moment. One of the difficulties of trying to fight against the Blademaster when you have a low hit point hero is that you are constantly afraid that that Blademaster could show up out of the blue and just deal a whole bunch of damage. Is he going to sell that Cloak of Shadows? He doesn't pick up a Dust of Appearance. Nope, picks up a Circlet of Nobility instead to get a little bit of bonus hit points. Both sides doing a lot of creeping right now. It looks as though the Enforcer is going to get taken down. Blademaster is missing his target because of the evasion on that Enforcer there, and you can see a lot of damage being absorbed. Onct of Reincarnation also being picked up. The Blademaster actually using those Rings of Protection fairly effectively, trying to, well, absorb all of that damage, or most of the damage, on the Blademaster. But that poison damage is static. It is not accounted for by armor, obviously. Forgot the word for a moment. And because of that, bad things can happen. All right, Blade Master can go after the... Oh, Death Knight goes after WFZ's Death Knight very quickly. Force Troll Shadow Priest. What is going on here? Blade Master is going to be able to win walk and catch up to that. Yes, it will. One more shot and it will get taken down. There it goes. And now it's going after a Rogue instead. All right, Rogue Blade Master. Blade Master could get to level 3. One more shot. That's all that is needed. There goes one. Is it going to get in a shot there? No, it doesn't. Finally get the kill there as the Blade Master gets to level 3. Healing back up using the Clarity Potion. And, well, it needs another Clarity Potion and another Healing Salve as well. Shadow Hunter is out onto the field. Shadow Hunter may be picking up some Healing Salves as well. Wants to bring forth plenty of healing. Meanwhile, the Blade Master sitting at level 3, going to start hunting for that Death Knight again. WFZ is in serious trouble. He has lost about, well, I would say 45 seconds. Is it 45? Yeah, I would say 45 seconds of time trying to get that Death Knight back into play, and he has lost a lot of creeping time. You're going to take a look at this. The Shadow Hunter is now out and about. He's going to be getting some creeping completely unopposed right now. Meanwhile, the Blade Master wandering around using those Clarity Potions also has a Claws of Attack +6, and he's simply going to just try and lie in wait to figure out what the Death Knight's next move is going to be. Now, you do have to be extremely careful when you see that your opponent is constructing a shade with a Sacrificial Pit. I believe that Blade Master stayed a little bit too long right there, especially since he was using a Clarity Potion, and you can see damage getting absorbed by that Blade Master. Just believe, well, yeah, the Orc players should know, you know what, that shade is pretty much following you, Blade Master. No real reason to go anywhere else. All right, Death Knight going to do a long distance Death Coil, most likely to try and finish things off. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, there's a hit, there's the Death Coil, and a beautiful steal right there, getting up to level 3, also picking up that Purity of Vitality, a bonus 150 hit points, and WFZ quickly, well, getting back into this game. That kill steal right there and that item pickup, very good indeed. However, he is still down a hero. That Lich currently only sitting at level 1. We'll see if Frost Armor is going to be coming into play next. Meanwhile, back off to the north, you saw a Polymorph onto a Grunt there. Shadow Hunter heading back off to the north, going to try and clear out some difficult creep camps, going straight after that Assassin first. Enforcer and Rogues are all that are left. Blade Master looking to perhaps cause a little bit of harassment. However, well, once the Lich is out onto the field with Frost Armor, it is very difficult for that Blade Master to deal enough damage. When you add in the fact that there is armor mitigation in addition to the slowed attack speed on that Blade Master's damage potential just severely drops. All right, Assassins are going to go ahead and get finished off here. Shadow Hunter will get to level 3. Health Stone on the Shadow Hunter, a big item indeed, as that will most likely be handed off to that Blade Master. Blade Master is still very much revealed right here. Going to go after that Skeletal Minion. Skeletal Minion only needs one more shot. It will get taken down. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter should be healing up multiple units. As you can see, the Poison and the Healing Salve pretty much working together right there. Pit Lord now out onto the field. The WFZ may be going for that strategy, using Obsidian statues to devour Howl of Terror, and then using that bonus damage when you have mana on your destroyers. A lot of the Orc army that you're seeing right now consists of Grunts, and well, Grunts are very much weak to that magic damage. The downside is going to be we already see a transition into Troll Headhunters and Raiders. If the Tauren Chieftain, if the Raiders and the Troll Headhunters are mass up in number, you're going to be facing an army that counters you. Well, WFZ will be facing an army that counters him before that even he reveals additional Obsidian statues and his strategy. That Pit Lord, perhaps a little bit of a giveaway. We'll see if more Raiders and Headhunters are added later on. One big surprise though, we do not see the tech to fortified armor on those Orc burrows. If we do eventually have that transition into destroyers, which I expect us to see, well, then those destroyers are going to be able to remove many of, or take down these Orc burrows very quickly, supply blocking the Orc player, And then when you are trying to rebuild your army, you are forced to rebuild orc burrows before you can spend the gold to even build your army. That is a terrible, terrible setback. All right, Pit Lord right in here. Are we going to see a Howl of Terror? Let's take a look. A big stomp across multiple units there. There's a Howl of Terror. And what? Crypt Fiend now going to get taken down. Triple Obsidian Statues, a big stomp once more. The Obsidian Statues not really doing much at all. When you see Obsidian Statues actually attacking, that is a bad sign. Obsidian Statues should not be attacking. They should be healing or recovering mana, and that is about it. We could perhaps be looking at some absorbed mana as well. Destroyer fighting back, dealing a whole bunch of damage. Blade Master with an Orb of Lightning trying to finish things off. Death Coil saves that unit right there. Are we going to perhaps see more Devour Magic again, as the Blade Master could get taken down? Blade Master taken down. Death Coil on the Destroyer saves him ever so barely again. Beautiful, beautiful timing on those Death Coils. The Death Knight really coming out ahead. Meanwhile, the Blade Master back out onto the field again, and he could be in trouble. No, quickly uses another Health Stone in order to stay alive. Destroyer down to 216 hit points. Needs to get away. Crypt Fiend still looking to back off. Troll Headhunters right there, finally getting taken down. As the Lich Death Knight, well, Blade Master going after the Lich now, and does take him down. All right, Scroll of Town Portal. It looks like it was tried to be dropped and given to the Lich. Death Knight accidentally drops it on the ground, and that is a 350 gold swing if, well, the Orc player wants to actually use it. Picking up a very big item right there. Scroll of Speed finally being used, trying to retreat back. Let's take a look at this. We are going to see Obsidian Statue getting taken down. The Scroll of Speed pretty much too much to overcome, as we see a Destroyer now jumping up into the air. Low hit point Grunt, 164 hit points. Crypt Fiends fighting on Blight, 50 supply compared to 42, and WFZ is in trouble. Expansion now coming in from the Orc player as well. More Raiders joining in on the fight. And, well, there we finally have the reinforced defenses for the upgrades on those Orc burrows. That strategy of going after burrows no longer going to be able to be used in order to try and shut down your opponent's production. And that is, well, a bit of a downside here. All right, Pit Lord now here, ready to go. Let's take a look. Or heavy armor across the board. There's a polymorph onto the Destroyer. Shade gonna stay close by as the Destroyer devours that magic, gets a little bit of bonus damage, and heals up a little bit as well. Lich now making its way out. That Pure Up of Vitality not enough. This is a 6 armor, 750 hit point Lich, and it was still bursted down relatively quickly. And on top of that, it most likely had frost armor, so that Blade Master really did a number on it. Perhaps a number of key critical strikes, and the fact that the Tauren Chieftain had Endurance Aura. Ensnare onto the Crypt Fiend, gonna try and force an engagement. However, also Frost Armor onto the Crypt Fiend, gonna make it a little bit difficult there. Pit Lord also with Frost Armor again, as the Shade is keeping track of this army to make sure he knows when his opponent is gonna try and engage. All right, rogues are still off over here. Blade Master going to show up to the party. There you go, revealing everything right now. Yes, the Shade does keep track of it. It is not on the mini-map since I am under the view of the Orc player. Back down across over here. WFZ taking the opportunity to clear out a pretty easy creep camp as well. The majority of the creep camps have already been cleared out, at least the ones that drop items. Even the main gold mines well, lost that larger unit in front and center. Yeah, that one right there, I believe it was just a Forest Troll High Priest. Abomination now in that front line position. Perhaps we will be looking, well, Tome of Agility going to be left behind. Nope. Lich definitely wants it, already up to 4.5 armor now. Has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. That will give him a little bit more staying power as opposed to just, say, static armor. Kodo Beast now on the move out. Tauren Chieftain on the move up. We are looking at level 2 endurance, or a 20% movement speed and damage speed upgrade. Shadow Hunter now also on the move as well. We'll see where all of these units are going to go. And once again, I still think damage aura is significantly better than protection aura. Devotion aura compared to command aura, true shot aura, or even endurance aura. Well, yeah. Not going to explain too much about that there. Anyways, Kodo Beast going to, get stopped. Tauren Chieftain throws his foot down in order to try and save this Kodo Beast. Tauren Chieftain still getting into harm's way. However, the Kodo Beast down to 175 hit points with that negative armor ends up staying alive. Scroll of Town Portal coming back down across here, trying to take down some of the Ziggurats as we do see a teleport back out of town. Now, I wasn't keeping track of the gold. Was there, in fact, perhaps some sort of pillage? And then if you can start trading pillage for your opponent's base and then get all of the gold back simply because you're attacking buildings, that could end up being a big factor. Wars of attrition generally do favor whoever has more resources, as we're going to be looking this expansion over here to the top right, still not scouted out by WFZ. Tauren Chieftain realizes he's going to get potentially creepjacked, has to be very careful. Blade Master currently revealed right there. Purge onto the Pit Lord from that Orb of Lightning as the Blade Master going after the unit here. We see a Howl of Terror reducing the amount of damage in addition to that Frost Armor. Blade Master could be in a lot of trouble. Orb of Lightning trying to take down multiple units again as the Tauren Chieftain does not have enough mana. Alright, fighting still going on. Tauren Chieftain, no mana for a stomp. He is in the right position, but no more mana as a Kodo Beast will get taken down. Pit Lord still seeing that level 3. More and more units trying to head their way back. Crypt Fiend backing off here with that Lightning Shield, accidentally dealing damage back as well, being forced to micro multiple units. Tauren Chieftain still seeing that 40 mana, no real such luck there. Howl of Terror hitting multiple units as the Tauren Chieftain falls at level 3. Obsidian statues still off over here. You can take a look. All of these Troll Berserkers finally poking their way through, going to take down some of those Banshees, but at the same time, well, both sides trying to get into the proper position. 53 supply compared to 50. Purge onto a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend should just turn around and start fighting since he can't really move. Death Coils saves it for now as the healing power of the Obsidian statue is really starting to show a favor for the Orc. A little bit of chase right now. That Abomination on the Kodo Beast. There it goes. Now back out. Reversal of Fortune as that Kodo Beast, well, Reversal of Fortunes, his dinner. Abomination back out onto the field. Let's take a look. Blade Master very low on hit points. A bunch of curse across all of these units here. I believe it causes you to miss 25% of your attacks, and essentially that makes your army, well, effectively 25% smaller or as effective since you're constantly unable to hit your target. Let's take a look back across here. Tauren Totem, Spirit Walkers now getting added, perhaps for some disenchant. You see all of this curse causing problems. Crypt Fiends now going after the Ultra of Storms. Ultra of Storms could get taken down. Multiple units trying to come across here. There is a Howl of Terror, and well, all of these units are now just trying to dive on in and race. Raider gonna get taken down. Well, diving in a little bit too far. Troll Berserkers in addition to that Howl of Terror, even though that's -9 damage, a 20% damage decrease debuff, still a lot of units getting, well, taken out here. 59 supply compared to 59. Tauren Chieftain about to make its way back out onto the field. That is going to be a movement speed and damage speed increase. Where is it? That should be out onto the field any second now as the Tauren Chieftain finally makes its way back out. Kodo Beast, Tauren Chieftain makes its way out. Destroyer back out here. Blade Master. Well, Blade Master could try and take down some of these targets. A Death Coil hit the Pit Lord instead of that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend about to get taken down. Crypt Fiend very low on hit points. Not quite sure why Nothing is trying to take it down here as that low hit point Crypt Fiend escapes with 4 hit points. Shades also very low on hit points as well. There goes one. Trying to finish off more of those units. Crypt Fiend's continuing to fight as well. 53 supply compared to 58 as the Orc is starting to lose out on the battle. Alright, Grunt's trying to fight back here. Lich, if any of the heroes of the Undead get taken down, wait, what is it, 49 over 49 now, all of a sudden a big reversal there as the units are now waiting to chase back again. Blade Master unable to finish off that Lich. Lich now with Unholy Aura, that faster movement speed increase. Tauren Chieftain unable to keep back up. Blade Master trying to also bring in the rear as well as that damage is going to get into position. All right, Purge onto the Abomination. Abomination really nowhere to go any longer. Blade Master could easily engage. I believe the Blade Master should really be fighting right now. He's at half hit points. He's in a good enough spot to, well, do some damage. As you can see, that occasional proc from that Orb of Lightning causing causing one unit to come to a standstill, does cause a lot of problems. All right, we could see, a potion of lesser invulnerability being used by the Pit Lord now, as the Blade Master could try to go after a different target again. Pit Lord down to 92 hit points, could get taken down. Death Coil saves. Pit Lord gonna get taken down. There it goes, as the Pit Lord falls at, I believe, level 3. All right, Obsidian statues still making their way back down here. What is happening next? Kodo Beast looking to get away. Spirit Walkers are out onto the field, need to get out of the ethereal form, as they do take damage from those destroyers, and, well, to lesser extent, these obsidian statues. Now, the economic advantage over here on the top right cannot be ignored, but it's finally been neutralized. Let's take a look. This is down to 10-8 compared to 8-8, a 2,000 gold difference. About, was that only 3.5 minutes? Yeah, maybe about 3.5, 4 minutes difference in total mining time, and the overall supply is still about even. Let's take a look at the items. Blade Master picking up a potion of lesser invulnerability, Tauren Chieftain, lightning shield, a ring of protection +2. Where is that Shadow Hunter? Shadow Hunter off in the front, double potions of mana in addition to that healing salve. Meanwhile, back down to the south, triple obsidian statues, Death Knight, Lich, and I believe, yes, the Pit Lord will be joining back in on the fight here once it is done getting resurrected, but this is going to be a difficult fight for WFZ to overcome. His opponent has a decent size army with mana on a Shadow Hunter. We've seen how dangerous that potentially can be. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, Peon going to get taken out here. And this is potentially one of those situations where you accidentally start feeding your opponent additional gold as, well, units start coming through that little center portion right there. Long distance mining coming in from these peons as well. Let's take a look where are all of these units going to be going next. Main gold mines have been mined out. They are all done, as this over here on the top right, it will finally be spotted. Blade Master shows up to the party, gonna go straight after these units here. Unsummoning this haunted gold mine. What you see may be what you get here, as we could be looking at a couple of more ensnares as well. All right, there goes one Acolyte. Another Acolyte gonna get taken down there. Wait for it. There it goes. One Acolyte in the backside again. More damage still getting added up. Meanwhile, off over here, the Great Hall is still alive and kicking and well, at least for now, as the Kodo Beast, using a Scroll of Speed, gonna try to get into position. All right, this Great Hall down to 900 hit points. If it gets taken down, that would be a very, very bad news, as everything would then become more even once more. All right. Destroyers or anti-magic shell now onto the Lich. This one Great Hall could end up getting taken down. That is just an illusion. You have to be very careful when you invest so much fighting into illusion. There it goes. Purge coming down to finish things off, as the Tauren Chieftain in that front spot. Disenchant trying to, or Devour Magic Disenchant trying to make its way through. Tauren Chieftain at negative 16 damage now all of a sudden, as the fight is still going on. WFZ with a 5 supply advantage. Blade Master trying to make its way, trying to perhaps burst through many of these Crypt Fiends. However, you are constantly seeing missing because of that curse from those Banshees. Blade Master may be able to finish off a handful of units here. Oh, that Crypt Fiend still somehow alive, as some Banshees are going to get taken down. There is a Stomp. There's a Lightning Shield. Lightning Shield across multiple units here, trying to finish off, deal more damage. The Shadow Hunter now standing next to his own Troll Berserkers. That could be a problem, as the Lightning Shield finally goes away. Banshees now looking to back up. They do have possession. There is a big Frost of Nova. They're going to take a look. There goes a Kodo Beast as well. Perhaps the Banshees should be trying to possess some key targets. All right, is it going to end up happening? I believe that is going to be the case. There it goes. There is the possession. Now taking one of those Raiders. Abomination about to get taken down as well. 41 supply compared to 44. And it is still anyone's game, depending on, well, it is still anyone's game. All right, Blade Master trying to get away. Blade Master now taken down. Orc army now gone. Peons being brought back over to start mining away while the fight is still going on here. Ensnare onto the Lich. Lich trying to back away. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down and takes down the Raider that was once his. Possession not working out all that well. A big howl of terror across multiple units here. That army significantly weaker. as the Tauren Chieftain now goes after this Lich here. Lich trying to get away, does have a potion of lesser invulnerability, still making its way back down. Still more units trying to engage. Death Knight trying to dive and dodge its way through. Howl of Terror coming across here. You're going to see Crypt Fiend accidentally get focused fired by so much here as the Tauren Chieftain unable to finish off that Lich. Sorry, there's construction going around in my neighborhood now, and it sounds like someone like opening doors in my house. Anyways, Tauren Chieftain now heading back off to the north. 40 supply compared to 33. WFZ is in a strange spot. No mining going on here. There is mining going on here and here as well. It is overall even. 37 supply compared to 36. Death Knight, Pit Lord, Lich, 544 going up against 5-4 right now with the Blade Master out of commission. Alright, Obsidian Statue absorbing way too much damage. Lich now continuing the fight as well. Lich should perhaps consider giving that Orb of Corruption to the Death Knight or the Pit Lord, allowing them to attack air. There's not that much anti-air units, and with a Wyvern, I thought I saw, sorry, not a Wyvern, a Wind Rider out there, that could potentially become a problem. Alright, trying to finish off this Great Hall will get taken down. WFZ is going to be the only one still mining gold. And with that said, I believe WFZ has the right combination of units to really come out ahead here. Let's take a look. Death Knight sitting at 5, Lich sitting at 4, and these peons will just all get taken down. Meanwhile, Shadowhunter sitting at 5 here. No mining going off here either, as the Tauren Chieftain, he might self get to level 5. Blade Master nearly resurrected, and with that, all of a sudden, everything is even. Say ma. I believe that. Alright. Death Knight. Is that like the 4 horsemen? That could be the 4 horsemen. Anyways, Death Knight, Pit Lord, Lich now making their way back out onto the field to try to finish off some more of these units. Bestiary gonna end up getting taken down. Army is now making its way back off to the north here. The Acolytes no longer mining at this gold mine. What you see is what you get. And what you see right now is the Undead army a little bit weaker. It does have some very strong items though, and that is going to be extremely important. 33 supply compared to 42. Blade Master, Shadowhunter, and Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at 5. 555 compared to a 544. That's all the information you need. As the Raiders and Troll Berserkers now making their way over. Blade Master gonna go ahead and engage, try to take down the Obsidian Statues. Pit Lord now getting stunned. A beautiful stomp in the backfield. There goes one Obsidian Statue. Another Obsidian Statue could get taken down. There it goes as well. There goes a Spirit Walker. Healing Wave saves him at just the right moment, only to see a Death Coil make its way over and finish it off. Howl of Terror removing much of the units from the battle again, as the Raiders are still trying to stay alive. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used by the Shadowhunter has come to an end. Another big stomp right there as we look at the Death Knight with Frost Armor. Looks like he's still able to get away. And now Scroll of Speed being used again. All right, Banshee has cast a number of curses across the Orc army. And that is going to be the big difference right there. Cursing that army, making sure that much of that damage is not being dealt. All right, there goes another Troll Berserker. 25 supply compared to 33. Death Coil saving the Lich. No more Obsidian Statues to be seen. And without an Obsidian Statue to provide some mana and hit points, well, things are not looking up and up for the Undead. All right, Lich here, ready to go. Blade Master trying to chase after units. Pit Lord, well, getting in a little bit too far. Death Knight could be in trouble here, trying to get some damage onto some of those units. There's a Howl of Terror, removing much of the damage again. Obsidian Statue, a new one, shows up to the field and says, you know what? Why don't I provide a bit of healing to try and help all of this? Death Knight could end up getting taken down. Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight, Potion of Invulnerability in time. Obsidian Statue is all right here, continuing that fight again. Death Knight down to 99, down to 101 hit points. And now, what was that? It looked like there was some weird healing animation or something to give that Death Knight a little bit more hit points. Let's take a look. Oh, was that Death Touch? It looks like it was in fact Death Touch. The Death Knight, I believe he Death Touched Banshee in order to get a little bit of extra hit points, saving himself. Death Knight now still wandering around here. Obsidian statue needs to heal back up. Acolytes need to start mining that gold mine. There is no mining left as we now see the Death Knight now could be in trouble. Down to 81 hit points. Could get taken down. There it goes. And with the Death Knight gone, many of the chances to survive could be gone as well. Down to 65 hit points. The Stomp really taking a toll there as the Tauren Chieftain with Endurance Aura able to run away. Pit Lord is going after the chase here, but with no Unholy Aura for that slight damage boost or movement speed boost, things are going to be, well, a little bit slow coming. Troll Berserker down to 299 hit points, still trying to get away. Army size 21 to 23. Blade Master sitting at level 5. Shadow Hunter is at 5. Tauren Chieftain still also at 5. 15 of the 21 supply is in heroes. Meanwhile, is the Death Knight out on the field? I don't believe so. I don't believe we're going to be seeing a Death Knight. Oh, nope, Death Knight now getting resurrected. Will it be able to get back out into play and on time? That is now the major question. Wind Rider showing up. Acolyte perhaps needs to get away. Down to 70 hit points. Is now going to be backing off. Perhaps another one could be making its way over. Lich should give the Pit Lord the Orb of Corruption so that you can actually try and take down this Wind Rider right here, but it is going to force an engagement. Tauren Chieftain, Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, all with mana and a fair amount of hit points, could put a lot of pressure right here. All right, there goes that Acolyte. Down it goes. Pit Lord out onto the field. Orb of Corruption on that Lich. Destroyer now out as well. Main base. You can take a look. The Acolyte is just unsummoning buildings left and right. And did he resurrect the Death Knight? Yes, resurrected the Death Knight back at the tavern. Obsidian statue now trying to heal again. 21 to 27 supply. Unsummoning all of these buildings. But with only hero units and some piercing damage, well, these buildings are not going to fall that easily. Death Knight is currently out onto the field. Shade is keeping track. Obsidian statue is right there. Needs to keep up with that Death Knight. If the Death Knight can survive, WFZ can come out ahead. Otherwise, well, things are not going to be looking good. Blade Master is right there. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, Tauren Chieftain all have mana. All here, ready to go. Meanwhile, back across here, no Acolytes mining at all. A little bit of damage coming across as we're going to be looking. There you go. Trying to deal as much damage. Death Knight, well, getting chased down. Scroll of Speed. There you see. We may have a Stomp here. Tauren Chieftain gets in the Stomp. And now, are we going to see the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability? Yes, we are. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability in time. Shadow Hunter is still running around here. Where is that Death Knight? Death Knight needs to hang back here. Blade Master going to try and go after this Death Knight here. As Will takes a look, there is the burst damage. Blade Master gets up to level 6. Blade Master now at level 6 to deal more damage again. Lich now back on Blight. Tauren Chieftain gets in a big stomp. Pit Lord being walked into a corner. Blade Master trying to finish things off. Another, well, some more damage coming across. Is the Blade Master going to be able to finish things off right there? Down to 50 hit points. Down to 51. Blade Master down, well, Lich down to 9 hit points. There it goes. Gets taken out. And there is the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really, really good game back and forth between both of these players. Ultimately, it came down to hero focus fire, and losing that Death Knight early on caused some problems, not being able to heal it, and also those well-timed Hex, even if followed up by a Purge that removed the Hex, well, it lasted just long enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.